It was all there for GA Shin on Sunday. Win the Avion Masters, earn back her #1 ranking. She needed this putt to go down. It did. And now, after weeks of the top ranking rotating between an American player and a Japanese player, the South Korean flag comfortably drapes the world's top player. And welcome to Golf Central. Scott Walker with Craig Can, and we'll give you the full story from the Avion Masters in a few minutes, but we start north of the border, the RBC Canadian Open.
Yes, we do. In golf, there are ups, there are downs, and there are rebounds. For Dean Wilson, his golf life changed in 2006 with a win on the PGA Tour. Some rocky times since, but Sunday, a definite rebound opportunity. Could he do it? Started the day with a 4-shot lead. 7th hole, 8 feet. Got to make the par putts, and he did. Started the day with 7 straight pars, and he's up 3 at this point. But on number 8, par 3, second from the rough, and he only gets to the fringe. He'd make bogey there, and now that lead is shrinking. It's down to 2, and Carl Peterson playing with Wilson. 11th hole. Been working real hard on his game. 3rd shot, 127. Stop, please. Thank you. 5 feet. He'd birdie, get to -12. He's 3 back. At the 12th, par 4, Wilson second from 141. Comes up short. Now, how's he going to rebound from this? Failed to get up and down. The lead is down to 2. Can he turn it around? This guy trying to say no. Peterson for birdie at 13. Yes. The lead is now 1. We've got a golf tournament on our hands, folks. 14th hole, par 4. Wilson's 3rd. Little chip, slow down. And it's not. He had the wind helping him, but he was hurt. He'd make bogey, dropped to 13 under. Opened the door for Peterson. Could he walk through for birdie in the lead? Long putter, long putt. Yes, 5 birdies in 7 holes. Peterson the lead now at 14 under. At the 15th, par 5. Peterson's 3rd from 112. High, soft, spin. Excellent play. 4.5 feet. He'd make another birdie and a 2-shot advantage. At the 18th, Peterson's still up 2 putts for the win. Okay, so we beat them both. But there's the trophy he gets. And Carl Peterson, with this little tap-in that he could manage, a 4th PGA Tour title. 67 in the final round. Carl Peterson made the cut on the number. Don't give up ever. Nearly shot the number 59 on Saturday to find his way into the final pairing, and then shoots his way to victory on Sunday. Dean Wilson doesn't get the win, but he does resurrect his season. Big momentum for sure. I know there's disappointment. We'll see what he does with it. Luke Donald and Tim Clark, similar types of players, similar finishes. Matt Kuchar, another solid finish. Pretty good on the PGA Tour these days at -10. Some notables: Trevor Immelman, 71 at -9. Hunter Mahan was in it from the start. David Duval shoots 65 on Sunday and finishes tied for 17th. Glenn Day, 5 under par. He needs those rounds. Remember Brent Delahousie? He finishes tied for 65th. Could not keep the momentum going. Lots of rain on Saturday, but Sunday filled with sunny skies to give the Canadian Open its due. Kelly Tillman, Charlie Reimer join us now with more on the final round finish, guys.
Craig, thank you. Carl Peterson's victory is a solid reminder that Fridays are just as important as Sundays when you make the cut on the number and go on to win. And Charlie, Rory McIlroy did it earlier this year in Charlotte. Same result.
Well, he sure did, and it's a great lesson to learn, especially for the kids, because in sports it's so easy to get down on yourself, and when you get down on yourself, sometimes you don't let the worm turn. The worm turned 3 times for Carl Peterson. This week it turned on Friday when he made a 9-footer to make the cut. It also turned on Saturday morning when he was 1 over through 4. Went on to shoot 60, and then it turned today when he was 2 over through 7 and came back and won the golf tournament. So you got to keep your head high. You got to stay positive, because sooner or later lightning is going to strike, and it sure struck for Peterson.
Spoken like a true father. Charlie Reimer puts it very well right there. Kids, listen up. So Carl Peterson, the subject of our Zurich Win It Matters. And let's take a look at some of the highlights that got us to this point here, Charlie.
Well, some big momentum changes happening today on the golf course at 12, 13, and 14. This was Dean Wilson, his third at the 12th. He made bogey, his lead down to 2 after making that bogey. And then it was on to the 13th. Carl Peterson stuck it in close, and he made this for birdie. And then all of a sudden, Dean Wilson's lead, well, it's down to 1. And it was on to the 14th. Carl Peterson, he's playing first. What he's going to do here, he's not taking it right at this flagstick. It's a hard flagstick to shoot at in that back left. But what he's doing is he's putting some pressure on Dean Wilson. He's got the ball on the green. Now, Dean Wilson has a great angle here. This is an easy distance, just outside 150 yards. This was a nervous shot. He caught that very thin. You could see it coming in low. It didn't hold the green. Carl Peterson put the pressure on Dean Wilson. Dean Wilson did not respond. This was Dean Wilson's pitch. This gets away from him. He would make bogey. Carl Peterson would bury his for birdie. Dean Wilson walks off of that green. All of a sudden, without the lead, he's down by 1.
Yeah, these two men virtually swapping places on Sunday. And all three men to shoot 60 in the last 3 years, went on to win that event. Peterson joined Steve Stricker this year at the John Deere Classic and Zach Johnson at last year's Valero Texas Open. And remember, Guido shot 59 at the Deere, but did go on to lose to Steve Stricker. Let's talk about Dean Wilson. Looking back on this week for the guy from Hawaii, what can he take from this loss? Can he possibly gain from it?
Absolutely, he can gain a lot from it. Dean Wilson is playing out of the past champion category. He's been writing for exemptions. He's been begging to get in tournaments. He's been getting in last minute. Beginning of this week, if you told Dean Wilson, hey, you're going to finish solo second, you're going to make a nice fat check, you're going to ensure that you're going to get in the week next week in Greenbrier, he would have absolutely taken it. Now, he might not have taken it when he had a 4-stroke lead, but I think Dean Wilson can go ahead and finish out the year another good week or so, and what that does is that allows him to be in that top 125 next year. This is a huge week for Dean Wilson, even though he didn't win. It pivots his whole season.
Yeah, he's going to move to 110th in FedEx Cup points. He's going to likely get inside that top 125 in money earnings for the season so far. So a lot of good things to draw. Charlie, thanks so much. We'll talk to you more in just a bit. Let's go back over to the desk.